Have you ever caught your dog spinning in circles, desperately trying to catch its tail and wondered, why do they do that? Well, you're not alone. Tail chasing is one of those quirky dog behaviors that can leave pet owners both amused and perplexed. But what's the real reason behind this strange, yet funny activity? In today's video, we're diving into the surprising science behind why dogs chase their tails. You might be shocked by the answer. 1. It's a fun way to burn off energy. If you've ever seen a puppy chase its tail, it's likely doing it just for fun. Tail chasing is a great way for young dogs to burn off some excess energy, especially if they're feeling playful. This behavior is especially common in puppies who have boundless energy and a strong urge to engage with their surroundings. The science behind it: dogs are naturally playful animals, and for puppies, this behavior helps them develop coordination and motor skills. When they chase their tails, they're learning about their own bodies and how to control their movements. It's almost like a game for them, and it's a great form of exercise to keep them active and entertained. 2. They're exploring their world. For dogs, everything around them is a curiosity. They explore their bodies just as much as the environment around them, and sometimes their tail is simply another object to investigate. This is particularly true for dogs who are new to the world, like puppies or rescue dogs who may not have had the chance to explore before. The exploration factor: a dog's tail can move in ways that attract their attention, and when they spot it out of the corner of their eye, it might look like an intriguing object to chase. In the same way that a baby might discover their hands or feet, dogs can develop a curiosity for their tail, especially when it moves in a way that seems out of their control. 3. Tail chasing can be a stress response, while playful chasing is normal. If your dog is constantly chasing its tail, it may be a sign of anxiety or stress. Dogs who are anxious or bored may turn to tail chasing as a coping mechanism. This behavior is more common in dogs that are left alone for long periods, or those who don't get enough mental stimulation. Stress and anxiety: when dogs are stressed, they may engage in repetitive behaviors, such as tail chasing, to relieve that stress. If the tail chasing seems excessive or compulsive, it could indicate that your dog is experiencing separation anxiety, boredom, or a lack of physical and mental stimulation. 4. Tail chasing as a form of attention seeking: sometimes, your dog might be chasing its tail simply because it knows you'll react. Dogs are incredibly smart and can learn which behaviors get them attention. If they notice that chasing their tail makes you laugh or come closer to them, they might repeat the behavior to get your attention. Behavioral conditioning: dogs are quick to associate certain behaviors with rewards. If you give your dog positive reinforcement, such as a treat or even just a pat on the head, when it chases its tail, your dog will continue doing it. In this case, the tail chasing becomes a learned behavior meant to get your attention. 5. It's a sign of a health issue. In some rare cases, tail chasing may indicate an underlying health problem. Dogs may chase their tails if they're in pain, have an itchy spot, or are suffering from a medical condition. Fleas, allergies, or even an injury to their tail area might make them fixate on it. When to worry: if your dog is chasing its tail excessively or seems to be in pain, it's a good idea to check for any signs of injury or infection. Sometimes a dog's tail can become sore or irritated, causing them to focus on it and chase it in an attempt to soothe themselves. 6. It's a form of play with other dogs in multi-dog households or in the wild. Tail chasing can also be a form of social play. Dogs might chase their own tails in the presence of other dogs to engage in playful behavior. It's a way for them to interact and communicate with their pack, even if it's just them and their own tail. Social behavior: in the wild, dogs and wolves often engage in play to strengthen their social bonds. Tail chasing can serve as an expression of excitement or joy when they're surrounded by their pack. When dogs do this at home, they might be inviting other dogs or humans to join in on the fun. 7. Some breeds are more prone to tail chasing. Did you know that certain breeds are more likely to chase their tails than others? Breeds like Bull Terriers, German Shepherds, and Jack Russell Terriers are more prone to this behavior. It's not just because they're quirky. These dogs tend to have high energy levels and a natural curiosity that makes them more likely to engage in behaviors like tail chasing. Genetic influence: Breed tendencies can play a big role in certain behaviors. Some dogs have been bred for high-energy tasks, like herding or hunting, which could explain their tendency to engage in repetitive activities like tail chasing. These breeds might use tail chasing as a way to release pent-up energy. 8. A sign of happiness. Believe it or not, dogs may also chase their tails when they're in a good mood. If your dog is wagging its tail while chasing it, it's likely a sign of excitement or happiness. They may not be trying to catch it. They're just enjoying the playful sensation of spinning in circles. Joyful expression. When a dog is feeling happy and playful, tail chasing can be an expression of their positive emotions. Just like humans dance or jump when excited, dogs might chase their tails to release their joy and excitement. 9. It's a reflex or compulsion. In some cases, tail chasing becomes a reflex or compulsive behavior. This is especially common in dogs with high prey drives, or those who have been stressed for prolonged periods. These dogs may chase their tails out of habit or as a way to occupy themselves when they're left alone. Behavioral issues. Dogs who develop compulsive behaviors might need professional training or therapy to help manage the issue. Compulsive tail chasing can sometimes be a symptom of boredom or a deeper psychological issue that requires attention. 10. It's part of dog evolution. Dogs have evolved to be natural hunters and explorers, and part of that evolution includes behaviors like tail chasing. Their instincts lead them to investigate everything around them, and their tail is no exception. Over time, tail chasing could have developed as a way for dogs to engage with their environment, even if it seems a bit silly now. Instinctual behavior. Dogs are naturally curious creatures. In their wild ancestors, tail chasing may have helped them build motor skills and coordination, preparing them for their hunting and survival needs. So there you have it. Whether your dog is playing, exploring, seeking attention, or simply letting off some steam, there's a reason behind the tail chasing behavior. Most of the time, it's completely normal, but if it becomes excessive, it's always good to consult a vet to rule out any potential health issues. Tail chasing is just one of the many quirky behaviors that make dogs so unique and endearing. Has your dog ever chased its tail? What do you think is behind the behavior? Share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe, like, and hit the notification bell so you never miss an exciting tail wagging story from us.